Hello, I'm Beardy Blocks. Welcome back for another long-winded tutorial. Today we've got Sector 6. Now, Sector 6 is basically the Kirkmichael section. I should have said spoiler alert on last video because I basically showed you it last video. So basically we've got to do that again. It's just we've got to do the first corner, which is brake leg. Got to do that one properly, and then I think it's just after Alpine, just before Ballaugh Bridge, that we've got to get to. So yeah, let's take a look. This is Sector 6. Okay, so first up in this sector is brake leg. Now this brake leg section is this right-hander here. Now you want to be looking for the corner marker on the right there. Just after that, I peel back into 5th. Now sometimes if I'm going a bit exuberantly into there, I might use a little lick of brake, but you really don't need to use much. And you just balance it on the throttle. Now I'm kind of hovering at about 75%. And then as I'm coming out to the need to turn the left, as I come to the next part of the corner, I then let off a little bit so I can flick it back, so peel back a little bit, and then to maybe 60%, so I flick it back, watch out for the wall on the left hand side, and then I start rolling the throttle back on again. Now before I've even got to 100%, we've got into this little corner here. Now this left-hander that comes out onto the straight, it is a difficult one because it's got a negative camber. It does suck you out to the outside a little bit, so what I do is once I come into it, I'll peel back a little bit to find my corner. As soon as I've got my corner, I'm back on the throttle and just allowing that camber to draw me back out to the hedge and onto this straight down to Kirkmichael. Nice braking zone here. You see this yellow grating on the side here. It's literally just after that, just as your bike passes that, I'm braking down and coming into 4th and then tucking her in. Watch out for all that lamppost and the wall and all this sort of stuff on the outside. It can be a bit of a sod, this corner, but just roll the throttle on this one. If you plant it, you'll find it does go a bit psycho and throws you into this wall on the left hand side. But then yeah, just roll the throttle on this one, and then now we're on into the flat out bit down through Kirkmichael. Now Kirkmichael, you can just thread the needle down through it. It really is flat out down to Wrencullen, which I will tell you what Wrencullen is in a sec. But then yeah, so you've threaded the needle all the way down through here. It's 200 odd mile an hour almost, and you know, lock up your cats, people, because this is insane. And when you get down, you drop down into this dip, just kissing the curb, and then this bit here. So I couldn't believe it when I found out that this bit was flat out, but now I do it flat out and it's so easy, it's unreal. Now what you're looking for is a curb kiss on the left, then the bush on the right. Now this fuchsia bush here, this is public right away, so just plough through it. As you see there, plough straight through it, no problems. And then you're looking for the curb on the left hand side and tucking her in and coming back out to the right hand side. And yeah, and it's a flat out section. It's much nicer doing it flat out than it is trying to slow down for it. And then come back over, you want to come right back over to the left hand side now, and then this corner here I let back a little bit. You don't want to let off completely because it will just spit you out, but then yeah, come back to sort of like about 70-80% throttle, and then as soon as you're over the hump, I then bang it into 5th. I don't even touch the throttle at that point. I just change gear without even changing throttle, and then flip it back over. And as soon as I can see this corner, I'm flat out round it. But now be careful round this. This is Wrencullen, by the way, I should add, these last two corners. Yeah, and as you're coming over this jump, you just want to be really careful because you want to have the bike straightened out. Otherwise you're going to get a moment, even a little bit. I mean, as you can see there from the clip that I added last sector, yeah, it's a sketchy little bit. Now we're flat out almost to the end. We've got one more corner that we've got to brake for. Now all these corners here, flat out left, flat out right, and then flat out left. But this flat out left, now I used to come and kiss the curb on this, but I find now sometimes you're better coming out wide and kissing this outside line on the right hand side as you come over this little hump. Now this is called Alpine, this corner. It is a really dangerous corner. It's because you let off here on this hump and flick it back over, get as close to that other curb as you can, and then flat out power around it. Now this is one of the sort of corners that you can lose a lot of speed on. And yeah, maintaining that speed around there and over them humps and just catching the rhythm of the humps nice is essential on there. And you can just, yeah, it's not a 5th gear, do not bang down a gear. This is a 6th gear, almost so close to being flat out. But yeah, it's just picking your line over the bumps really. And then yeah, and then over the finish line. Now let's have a look where I am on the leaderboard right now. 20th. I think it's doable. but it is a difficult sector, this one, but I'm reasonably confident I can do this. So let's go give it a try. Right, so I know usually we'll go straight into my sector time now, but that has just taken me 9 days to beat that sector. Now, it got to a point I was going to give up today, and then I'd spoken to Kicker. Kicker was going to come on and chase me and see if we could get me through it, but I was very much on the cusp of giving up on this. I think when you try something too many times, you get to a point where you pass your prime. And I thought that I'd done that with this, but then all of a sudden something happened. So, well, just take a look at this. What the hell was that? That was another sector 4, wasn't it? Just mount every pavement if you can. But then yeah, so there we go, and that's my first time onto that Hall of Fame, that leaderboard. So now if you're on PlayStation, you go on there, you can go to leaderboards top 10, and you will see my name there. But yeah, and as I mentioned, Kicker was going to come on and help me, and I did mention last time that we were going to have a comparison. So I'm going to flash you up Kicker's first half of the lap, the one that he got second in the world on. I would show you Russie's, but I haven't spoken to him, and Kicker's a good one because he is actually fastest in the sectors. So Kicker's going to be the demonstration here. So I'm Beardy Blocks, this is Kicker H, the beast that is Kicker H, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.